Yo, what is up? So I thought I would do a little video on Xbox Game Pass because there is a lot of talk about the prices, like is it worth it now and all that. So obviously I'll be looking at it from a mostly a PC perspective, and I mean for me it's I've never literally bought it like annually for like 12 months. For me, it's just the sort of app I'd use like I'd buy it for a month and that would be it. So this would usually literally be my price range, 10.99 for because I just use it to try out games, stuff like that. I wouldn't buy a game on it. I would usually use CD keys because I find their prices good for the value I like. But so I was confused about this. So I thought it was actually $30. Well, it is $30 for people who live in America. So that's interesting. And then another thing I was confused about is PC. It's saying it's 13.49 a month. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know. Is this just for Xbox, like the console? I mean, don't know. I'm not too sure about that. I'd say if it's at that price, I wouldn't bother with it because I can literally get a game for like £30, just over £30, and usually I just use this app just to try out one game really. But say if it's like Doom: The Dark Ages, that's generally what I do. But then it depends. I mean, if there is a game called Outer Worlds 2 coming out, so I do actually want to. I definitely want to buy that. But as I said, I wouldn't pay say 22.99 just to play it on the Xbox for a month, and then I'd have to pay it again. I would just go and buy the game. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Where I mean, it can be useful. So a lot of people, if you're playing like multiple games a month and they happen to be on Xbox Game Pass, then yeah, it could be useful. So I mean, a lot of people will literally they have it every month. So I think that's where the issue is. People that have Game Pass all the time. But if you're like me, you just buy it like when you feel like it. Like one month, you might think, well, I'll just try a few games out. I think that's the best way to use it, rather than just pay. Say if it's going to be, I don't know what price is going to be for UK, but it looks like it's going to be. I, I don't even know if they've. It looks like they've updated prices because this is the new tier. So you got a sessional premium and ultimate. I mean, if it was £13 49 pence a month, that's actually a lot better. Other plans, and that's where I mean I'd probably yeah anything over £20 I would rather just buy the game. To be honest, that's where I'm at with it. In terms of the Xbox Game Pass app, I've never been that impressed with it anyway because I'm like a almost a professional modder and I like modding a lot of my games, and I've found with the Xbox Game Pass app it is very restricted in terms of that. So sometimes you will buy a game and you will go into the game folder and they literally lock it out. They lock you out because there's a load of security on it, and it's literally packed away in a folder inside a Windows somewhere in one of the folders. Whereas on Steam, you buy it on Steam, and all you got to do is just right click properties and all that, and then you're literally inside the folder. Whereas it's different on Xbox Game Pass with certain games. So that's another thing I don't like. So for someone like me, it's not really. I'm not really bothered about Game Pass in general. I did buy some games on there, so I don't know why it's showing me all my Steam games. But right, so this is what I've got. So I got the Black Ops game because at the time it was the cheapest on Xbox Game Pass. And I've got that same situation with that. Uh, I think I got it on Game Pass because I wanted to play it. So I actually bought the game. I didn't just sort of rent it for a month. And I think there was no, I think that was it. On the CD keys, there was no like Steam versions of it. And I could only buy it on Xbox Game Pass at the time, so I just bought it on Game Pass, and the price weren't too bad. I think it was just over 30. It's a short game, but it's a really good experience. Hellblade 2. So, and all these Gears of War, I was just going through that. That was a good deal, so I bought that. I think it was like £10 at the time, which was that I just installed for my sister. And that was a free game. So, as you can see, I've hardly got any games on there at all, really. So, that shows how much I'm not like an Xbox enthusiast either. So, but yeah, they definitely, when you compare it to PlayStation, there are better games on it. So it depends if you're a very hardcore gamer and you just don't like buying all these games, but you like a subscription sort of service. It could be ideal, but yeah, I mean, for me, it's sort of even more relevant mostly. But if they're going to charge over £20 for it, because what they're doing now is you don't get the day one games. So all the best games are actually locked to Ultimate by the looks of it. So it says somewhere here. Yeah, see. So for me, it basically, because that is usually what I think it's on CD keys. It might work out that you can get it a bit cheaper from it, but we'll have to see. But I'd usually pay like £11, £12 at the most for Xbox Game Pass, just for the odd month, and then I would still get these games day one. But now I'm not interested in that because what's the point? So I mean, they've named it premium, but it's not premium because you're not. What's premium about it really? You don't get EA Play. So what they've done is they've made Ultimate more worth it because of what you're getting. So you're getting day one, you're getting EA Play, Ubisoft. I got all Ubisoft games anyway because I buy them. So an EA Play, I don't care about that because I buy FIFA, Battlefield. I'm not sure when I'm going to get Battlefield 6, but I will buy it. So I generally like to buy my games anyway. So I'm not big on these services because all it does is put pressure on me to sort of complete the game within a month because I only get it from 1 month. So generally, if I'm unsure on a game, I'll literally just sign up for this, try it out. If I like the game enough, I will buy it. So that's how I use it, and that's generally my recommendation if you like me. That you like modding games, you like owning your games. So to sign up for this for a long term, for me, doesn't suit me, especially if the prices are going up. Because I think you're wasting money if you're paying like £30 a month, for example, or whatever, over £20. You might as well just buy the game because it will work out cheaper. Because if you just play a few games on there, it will. I mean, when you're looking at the next 6 to 12 months, it will be cheaper than paying for Game Pass every month. So yeah, overall for me, it's not worth it if the price is going to be that much a month for what I want for day one games anyway, because that's all I'm interested in a lot of the time, just to try them out. So for modding like FSR 4, just don't find it convenient enough. It's not like Steam and other apps. So I mean, some games you can mod on Xbox Game Pass, but a lot of them you can't. So again, also I've found the adrenaline that not to sometimes work with FSR4. So it can be a bit of an annoying that really. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.